Hello, in this video we will give you the technical information on how to make a flawless and professional epoxy casting, using epoxy, the most popular material of recent years. We recommend you to follow all the details in the video carefully to obtain products with glass transparency and crystal shine quality. Some of you may be using epoxy for the first time, while others may have worked with epoxy before but did not get the results they wanted. In this video, we will provide the most important information about the casting phase of epoxy and share techniques that will enable you to make correct castings. The casting phase is one of the most important stage in products made with epoxy. When not applied with the correct techniques, mistakes may occur for many different reasons and the material is wasted. We will share with you the techniques that will enable you to produce without experiencing these mistakes and with the highest workmanship quality. Epoxy is a material that is made up of two different chemicals. One of them is resin and the other is hardener. These are usually marked with the letter A for the resin and the letter B for the hardener. The resin and hardener mixing ratios of epoxies may vary depending on the epoxy producing brand and epoxy type. Our video, which includes information on the epoxy brands that give the best results, the epoxy types in these brands, and how to use them in which areas, is available in the subscriber-only section of our Instagram page. Now we will prepare the mixing ratio according to the type of epoxy you use. In this video we will be using 2:1 and also called 50% epoxy as hardener. So this means we are going to use half as much hardener as the resin ratio. You should prepare this mixture according to the epoxy mixing ratio you use. Never eyeball the mixing ratios. Use a detailed scale or weigher. If the mixing ratio is not applied correctly, problems will occur during the hardening process of the epoxy. The calculation system for how much epoxy mixture is needed in the area where you will cast is also in the subscriber-only section of our Instagram page. We will use a total of 3 kilos of epoxy in this study. For this reason, we will prepare a mixture of 2 kilos of resin and 1 kilo of epoxy. You should choose a plastic container or bucket in which you prepared the mixture so that you can use it later. Since epoxy does not stick to plastic material, you can easily clean the material left at the bottom and edges of the bucket after the epoxy has hardened and you can use your mixing container again. At this stage, we will include information that is little known or not shared much. When preparing the mixture, first add the hardener to your mixing container, then add the resin. This will make it easier for you while you are making the mix. Resin is a sticky material while hardener is not so sticky. If you add the resin first while mixing, more resin will stick to the sides of the container and this makes a little harder to mix with the hardener. The resin that remains on the sides of the container during mixing and that has not mixed with the hardener may leak from the sides of the bucket during casting and create deformations during the hardening phase of your epoxy mixture. After pouring the calculated resin and hardener into your container, you can start mixing. Your mixing time may vary depending on the type of epoxy you use, the temperature at which the resin and hardener are stored, and the weather conditions where you mix. If you are mixing under warmer conditions than required, you should not keep this mixing period long. You can find the video in which we share all the details about epoxy storage conditions, necessary climatic conditions in the casting environment and possible mistakes in the mixture in the subscriber-only videos section of our Instagram page. Your mixing time and details are crucial to ensuring that the subsequent production stages of your epoxy go smoothly and get the best results. Once the mixture is complete, you can start pouring in the area you want to cast. Here is a little-known detail that is essential for getting the best results. While pouring the epoxy in the area where you will be pouring, you should move it to different parts of the area. Avoid casting steadily in a single area as much as possible. In the next video, we will provide important information about post-casting processes, techniques for eliminating air bubbles in the mixture before and after, and casting waiting times. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel where we share the videos you will need to make the best productions without mistakes and with the highest workmanship quality. Like the video if it helped you and write a comment.